Welcome, everyone. We're so excited that you could be here today. We're going to give you an overview on AI, which is artificial intelligence. Today with us, we have Valentine Guetta. I'm Deborah Pingle. Sanaida, I think, is joining us. Elizondo, our director. And I'm not sure if Marco Torres is on joining us, but he's part of our team as well, and David Villarreal. So, little housekeeping. Please keep your mics muted for now. And if you have questions, just type those in the chat. And Valentine and I will be checking that chat and answering those questions. If you haven't already registered, the session number is 318285. And the link is there in the chat for you as well. You can register. And then don't remember to do the remote check-in code. So don't forget that. So you can win a door prize at the end. And the remote check-in code is PSJA Tech. So what is AI? I'm sure many of you have heard of artificial intelligence already. This is the ability of machines to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. So that's us as humans. Now, is it going to take over your job completely? No. But we're going to show you today a little bit about how AI may be able to help you with your job. So it is machine learning. I'm sure the natural language processing, neutral networks, all that mumbo jumbo stuff that is artificial intelligence. I'm sure you've called for help at some point in time with the electric company or the phone company, and you get a chatbot. Sometimes we don't like it, sometimes we do. But AI is here to stay. So we are going to help you today see how you can use that with your everyday tasks. So we know that sometimes you have to compose an email, or you're doing some writing, or maybe you're translating a document, or creating a schedule, or even making a procedure manual. AI can help you with some of these tasks. And then there's hundreds more tasks that you may think of that it will help you with, but we're going to show you some examples of some of these today. So we're going to show two tools today because we're only here for 30 minutes. So this is an overview. And of course, at any time, if you're trying to use some of these tools and need assistance, you can also contact Valentine and I anytime through Teams or email or phone call, and we'll be happy to assist you with that. And we'll give you our information at the end if you don't already have that. I'm going to be going over Magic School AI, and then Valentine will go over Copilot and how that will help you. So with Magic School, this is fairly new program that helps teachers and anybody in the school setting with some tasks. And I went through all the tools that Magic School AI has, and they have several, and you'll see that once we log in. These are some I thought might help you with some of your tasks. And Magic School makes it pretty easy for us because it prompts us for what information, to put in order for what to get out. So if you need something rewritten, or you want to check to see you don't like how you wrote it, you want to rewrite it. So they have a text rewriter. They have a professional email. You can put in some facts, some information. It will create that email for you. Maybe you need to send a family letter, a family email home to a family. It will do that. Give clear directions on something. Write a thank you note. Text summarizer. Maybe you have a whole page and you want it summarized into like one paragraph. It will break it down and make it simpler for you. We have the text translator. If you have something written in Spanish, you need to translate to English, or vice versa. You can also proofread your work that you already did. There's an email responder. If you have an email that you've gotten and you want to respond to that email, you can put in the email that your recipient sent to you, and then it will give you some ideas on how to respond. There's even gift suggestions. So this Magic School has some pretty cool tools. So I just wanted to show you before we go live into Magic School kind of what it looks like. So on the left-hand side here, you see input. So this is the professional email tool. So it comes up with this box, and it asks you your name and what content you want to include in your email. So I just put, please include in this email that we will be having a technology committee meeting on Monday, May 13th, and we need all professionals attending from the 5th grade level period. We also need all assistant principals to attend the meeting as well. So I just gave some facts about the meeting. Well, then I clicked on generate, and then the email generate. So now, of course, you can use this if it's perfect and it's what you want to send, but you can also copy it, paste it, and change it a little bit. You always want to proofread the output to see if it's spelled right, if it's written correctly. Sometimes they use a lot of words that we normally maybe wouldn't use, some kind of, we call them like fluffy words. It makes it cute, that type of thing. So we might not want to use those because it doesn't sound like it's coming from us. So you might want to take what's generated and still proofread it a little bit and change it up. But this is what came out from the input on the professional email. But I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to inform you that we will be having a technology committee meeting on Monday, May 13th. It is crucial that all professionals from the 5th grade level attend this meeting. So maybe it's not crucial, maybe I want to take that out. Additionally, we kindly request the presence of all assistant principals at the meeting as well. Your attendance and input at the meeting are greatly appreciated as we work together to enhance our technology initiatives for the benefit of our students. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Best regards, Deborah Pingle, Assistant Principal. Now, I never said I was Assistant Principal, and I'm not, so I can change that. So AI takes the liberty sometimes of, changing up. It's our helper. So, of course, you're going to want to read that. But if it is good and you want it, you're just simply going to copy it and paste it onto your email or a document that you're using. Another example is the text translator. So here I put in that email that I actually generated on the previous slide, and I wanted it translated into Spanish. So down here I put the language and I copied and pasted the original text. And then this is my output. Now, I don't know Spanish well at all, but Valentin told me that this email is not really correct. So here, I forget what he had said on the correction, but maybe you can break in and tell us.
Yeah, and the last sentence where it says, thank you in advance for your cooperation. Desde ya, gracias por tu cooperación is not really correctly said. It will say de antemano, gracias por su cooperación. So you'll have to be more formal with su cooperación and say de antemano. So just make sure what the translation is correct before you use it. Because desde ya is like saying, from right now, instead of saying thank you in advance for your cooperation.
So like with everything, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good, and it gives us that baseline and that a little additional help with our job. Thank you, Valentin. So another example would be summarizing the text. So here I just included a letter. We're trying to get sponsors for our technology conference, and it's a long letter. So I put in the letter, and I wanted it down to one paragraph. So over on the output, it condensed it and put it all into one paragraph. So there's a lot of different tools that can help us with our daily operations. So we're going to go ahead and go now into Magic School AI. Now you're welcome to go into it. I know this is, a quick training today. You can just watch if you want to. We will be recording this, and you can go back and watch the YouTube video. We will share that with you and go step by step if you need to come back and take a look. If you want to go in as we go today, that's fine as well. So to log into Magic School, you're simply going to go to magicschool.ai, and I've already done that here. And you are already a member because all of us at PSJA are. And it didn't go to the page that you're going to see, but you're going to see that login right here. Mine's already on the next side. Once you click that login, you're just going to simply log in with your Google or Microsoft, which is your PSJA credentials. So I'm just going to click the Google one. And I guess I was already logged in. That's why. So you're going to then put in your credentials. It might take you right in because you're already logged into the computer. If not, just put in your PSJA email and your PSJA password. Once you're in, you're going to see these Magic School tools. Now, when you come in, yours are going to be like this. I already favored some of mine, so that's why they're at the top. But these are all the tools that Magic School. There's a lot of things for teachers here as well. And there might be other tools. I put the ones I thought might be helpful to you back on that slide that I showed you up at the front of the session. But these are a lot of the tools that you might want. Now, let's say you are doing the email family letter. You can actually put a star if that's something that you do a lot. And once you click on the star, that tool stays down here, but it also comes up here to my favorites. So now I have that email family letter up here, and I don't have to like be scrolling through all the tools to try to find it. Okay, so I do want to go in to, let's go to the text proofreader. If I wrote something and I just want to get it proofread. So I just had ChatGPT. That's another AI tool. We're not going over that one today, but I had it generate a proposal for like a grant proposal. And it's just 2 paragraphs. So I'm going to put that in here. Just pretend maybe this was something that I wrote. And even if I did have AI write it, I can still proofread it. And so now I'm just going to generate a response. And so AI is doing its magic of what I wrote. And these are the changes it made. So it went in and it proofread for me and it made some changes. So now I can read it over and I can decide, are these changes good? That I can copy and paste them onto the document that I'm working on. So you can just copy right here. And then you can open up like a Word document. And you can paste. So it's very simple to copy and paste the work into your document. So that is one of the tools. We also have a text rewriter. So if I just want that same information rewritten, I can type that in. Oh, I guess I did. This is the one that Magic School did for me. Rewrite that. So now I can put some explanation here. Rewrite so that I can send this to a campus administrator. So now it's going to use the point of view of sending it to the person it's going to target, like that central administration person. So I can kind of, give it a few more details on what I want it to produce. And again, you always are proofreading and reading what the outcome is. Sometimes you might use it word for word, and then sometimes you might change it. So these are how this, and I know this is a quick overview, and there's a lot of tools here. There's AI has a lot to cover, and you can, check it out, kind of see what's going to work for you, and hopefully you'll have some fun with it. I'm going to turn it over to Val in just a minute. I do want to show you right here in your favorites. If you get a lot of tools, you can come up and you can change the order. So all you do is, if I wanted this multiple choice assessment at the top, I can put it at the top and then I can save. So there's some different things you can do in Magic School. Magic School also has a Raina chatbot. So here you can just ask Raina anything. So this will be a little bit more like what Copilot, what Val's going to show you. It doesn't give you a template, but you can just ask it a question here or ask it to do something for you, and it will do that task for you. So there are some other tools in Magic School as well. Are there any questions before I turn it over to Val to cover Copilot?
I don't see anything, Debbie.
All righty. Well, hopefully you'll get using Magic School, and now let's turn it over to Val for the Microsoft Copilot.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy to have you here. So now let's talk about Copilot. It's a little bit different than Well, we were just talking about Magic School, and it's mainly just a chat bot that you will tell exactly what you want. Magic School basically is having a like a form that is predetermined, and you don't have to really think of how to prompt it. So we're going to show you a little bit of how to prompt. So when we're using chatbots like Copilot, we will need to be specific of what we're talking about. And this is what Copilot looks like when you're there. And it gives you some ideas on how to start. But in this area, you're just going to type what you need. So let's go to the next slide. So when prompting for chatbots, we created this little acronym called AI PSJA. The TEAC part is not going to be referent to you because it's just aligned into a TEAC, and that will be for teachers. But we need to select the AI tool. And in this case will be Copilot. We need to know the purpose. So clarify the objective of the task or output that you want. Identify the speaker. Remember that Debbie was saying that sometimes it uses fluff words. So we need to make sure we tell them, like, as a secretary or as an administrator, you're making the AI take that role so they speak that way when they're putting the output. Justify length. So we need to tell them, how long do we want? Do we want a paragraph? Do we want 350 words? How long do we want the output? And the audience, who is this going to? Is it going to parents? Is it going to students? So the AI speaks as either the admin or the secretary towards the students or the parents. So remember, we can share this with you so you know purpose, speaker, length, and audience. Here are some examples, very similar of the ones that Debbie used for Magic School. So this one is a professional email request, but like you said in here, like I was telling you, you type everything exactly what you want to the AI chatbot. So hi, Copilot, please create a professional email. Write this as if you're sending an email for as a technology director. This email for the technology conference committee meeting will be taking place on Monday, May 13th, 2024 at Elvis J. Ballou, LA College High School, room 305A. And we need all professionals attending. Same thing that Debbie said, but I requested it as Zenaida Elizondo, the technology director for elementary, and asked the recipients to confirm their availability to attend. Now, I originally had gotten a very long email that I didn't like, so this is what we call post prompting. And after it gave me the response, I told him, make the email much shorter and specify the details. The signature should not include the name of the high school, Zenaida Elizondo. It's not the principal of that high school. She is the director of technology for PSJA, not just the campus. So then it rewrite it and came up like this. Subject, so this is what you will put in the subject line in the email. Dear committee members, our technology conference meeting is scheduled for Monday, May 13th, room 305A. We need all professionals from the 5th grade level and assistant principals to attend. Please confirm your availability. Zenaida Elizondo, technology director for San Juan Alamo ISD. Like I said, and Debbie said as well, make sure that you proofread. And if it's exactly what you want, you can always post prompt. And if not, you can just edit as how you need it. Another example will be grabbing this and make it a document translation. So can you please help me translate the following email into Spanish? This email is for our technology conference subcommittee members about the first meeting. So I just pasted exactly what it gave me in the first output, and it gave me this response. And I believe this translation was a lot better than the one we got for Magic School, so I just left it as it was. An email reply. So I used an email that I got from other sources, and I grabbed the email, and it says, I'm sorry, I was told that they actually flew to Arkansas. And then I just told, help me write a response to this email that I got. That's all I put. And then I put after the email that I pasted. So this is just an email reply. State that Will is a great student. He's always respectful, and my title at the university. So it created the email with accurate information in less than 2 seconds. This is very helpful, I believe, for you, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to be responding to emails and don't know exactly what to write, just tell the AI what is it that you need, and it will provide that information for you. Now let's go live to Copilot. this is how Copilot looks like, and we'll be sharing these slides with you. So you will go to sign in, and then you will select your Microsoft account, and I have it right here. So what I wanted to show you, and right now is field trip season for everyone. So I'm going to type this in here into Copilot and say, please create a field trip permission slip for the parents at Raul Longoria Elementary School. This is to let them know that there will be a field trip to the South Padre Island Turtle Rescue on May 3rd, and will be needing to return this notice with their signature of approval or denial. Make sure that there's an area where parents can select approve or deny and sign. This notice is sent and signed by the school principal, Dr. Rosalina Garcia Borrego. So this is exactly what I typed, and let's see what response we get. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. So it's thinking, it's combining the document, and here it is. Raul Longoria Elementary School, field trip permission. Dear parent and guardian, we're excited to announce a field trip to the South Padre Island Turtle Rescue on May 3rd. This educational excursion will provide our students with a unique opportunity to learn marine life. I didn't tell her to do that, but this is good information. Please review the details and provide your consent. And then here's the due date that you can tell them. I had done it before, and it had given me the due date automatically of April 30th. So right now, you can also post prompt with that information, so it will type it to you, the departure time, return time, the mode of transportation, lunch, if you were going to provide lunch or not, how much does it cost. You can edit it yourself when you copy and paste it, or you can provide this information right now to the AI, and it will provide it. It gives you an area for approve or deny, signature of the parent, and then it gives you all the information, say that you ensure your child wears comfortable clothing and brings necessary items as specified. Copilot also gives you post-prompt and ideas. Help me draft an email to parents or other details that would require on the permission slip. Now, I do want to post-prompt and ask it to please translate it to Spanish for the parents that are from for our dual language students. Now, very important, if you make a little orthographic mistake or grammar mistake, it will automatically correct it for you. So you don't have to worry about it. Just make sure that the output is exactly what you need. That's the most important thing. Escuela Primaria Raúl Longoria, permiso para la excursión, estimado padre o tutor, nos complace anunciar una excursión a la rescate. So this is not correct. It will be al rescate de las tortugas. Or we can just put it, the name it is, the South Padre Island Turtle Rescue, el 3 de mayo. Esta excursión educativa brindará a nuestros estudiantes una oportunidad única para aprender sobre la vida marina y los esfuerzos de conservación. Por favor, revise los detalles a continuación y proporcione su consentimiento firmado y devolviendo este permiso antes. And we need to put the date. Everything is pretty well written except this beginning part that I feel we can rewrite it ourselves. Usually when we have a proper name, it's okay to do it in English. Por favor, asegúrese que su hijo lleve ropa cómoda, cualquier artículo necesario sea especificado por su maestro o maestra. What else can we ask for students to do? We're going to South Padre Island. A good thing would be sunblock. So maybe we want to tell them to bring sunblock and some water for them to keep hydrated. This is a really good response, but we can also tell them, like, please write this as an email and shorten the information. Add that students should bring sunscreen and water. Lunch will be provided. And departure time is 8 a.m. Return time is 5 p.m. this was shorter. I'm like, of course, I'm like, here, if the parents are going to sign it electronically, they just put their name in here, and then we'll just check yes or no. And that will be pretty much what you need for this. And now that it's 10:25, I'm going to go. I don't know, Debbie, do we have any questions so far in the chat? Or do we have any requests by anyone that would like to see what AI can do?
We don't have any questions in the chat right now, but if you have any questions, this is the time we can definitely help you. I know there's a lot of tasks that you do on a daily basis that AI can help you. You know, even if it's like, I'm not a good speller, so even if you're just having your work proofread, you know, that will help you, you know, clean up the spelling and the way things are written a little bit.
Well, one of the things that we were discussing too, Debbie, remember, like if you get a big document, was to summarize the document. So you can actually grab and copy and paste and summarize the document. Is there anything that you, ladies and gentlemen, use that would like to be summarized? So, yes, Marisa, we can do more on detail on another training.
Yes, definitely we can. Miss Mendiola, these are not add-ons. These are just websites that you'll go to. The Magic School AI is magicschool.ai. I know in the slides that we shared, the links are there. And then Copilot is just in Microsoft. You just open up a new web browser and you can go to copilot.microsoft.com, or in the little search browser, you'll see the little Copilot symbol and you're able to get into Copilot.
And Stella, yes, that's a great idea. We would love to have follow-up sessions with y'all. It is great for you guys to start playing with both Magic School and Copilot. And if some ideas come up or some questions, feel free to reach out to me and Debbie. We're here to support you. And what your responses might come back to us will come up for a new training or a post training for this. This is not on other apps, Gloria. This will be available only on copilot.microsoft.com. And whatever you do there, you can copy it and paste it on Word, on emails, on anything that you need. Also Magic School as well, and either of them. So please, like, for example, I do have a rubric in here that I wanted to see if we can. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste a rubric from TEA. And just an example, but if you were trying to read something, I might use this. I'm going to, hi. I'm going to share a rubric. And I need you to please explain it to me in simple terms. So I'm going to just paste it here. So for example, let's say that you get a document from somewhere and it's digital and it's a long thing to read or to understand. Maybe some words are not getting to us. You can copy and paste it and ask it to simplify it. You can copy and paste it and ask it to summarize it. This can help you with Excel as well. You need to just make sure that you tell it. You can tell it to create a table. Now, can you create a table for this rubric? It will create a table that you can copy and paste it into Excel, but if you want to use it for some specific data, it can help you. You just need to make sure that you ask the correct questions. See, it gives you this table. And then if you want it for Excel, it will be copy and pasted into that. So with that in mind, I'm going to come back and pull up our slides and share that this was our last training for this month. But with your input and your feedback, we'll be more than happy to provide you more training, maybe this coming month or starting next year as well. We want to collaborate with you and support you and know that we're here for you. And with that in mind, Debbie's and myself's emails are right here, valentin.guerra@psjaisd.us. Debbie's is deborah.pingle@psjaisd.us. And it's the same reach out at Teams. You can send us a direct message. If you appreciated this training and would like to give us some feedback, feel free to scan this or go to the link to the survey to the care servers and let us know how we did and how we can support you. Additionally, if you do want to learn about the trainings that we have provided in the past, we have our technology website here. This is our YouTube channel where we have a lot of different types of videos available. Our how-to under 5-minute videos will be great for you to get information. Follow us on social media as well, and know that we're here to support you.